All right. Hey guys, so happy holidays. I'm kind of losing my voice, but I wanted to make another Steam winter sale recommendation type video. This one I'm going to be focusing on older AAA games that are heavily discounted. So this will be great for those of you who are new to PC gaming or are just looking for some great games for a low cost. So I have a lot of games pulled up here. I'm going to be going through them fairly quickly. First off, the first game of the rebooted Tomb Raider series that came out in 2013, you can pick that up for $2.99, which is an incredible value. This is one of my favorite adventure games like of all time. I absolutely love the original Tomb Raider. It's basically a mix between survival and a bunch of action, and I think the graphics still hold up today. One thing that's great about PC gaming is games that were released within like the last 5 or 10 years still hold up today because you're able to upscale the resolution and play on max graphic settings and so forth. Unlike with consoles, like when this game first came out, it was on the Xbox 360, and I think it's locked at like 720p 30 FPS. It looks a lot better at 1080p or 4K at a higher frame rate and so forth. So I definitely recommend picking up Tomb Raider, one of my favorite games. I'm going to be going through the rest fairly quickly. You can pick up Outlast for $3.99, a fantastic horror game that has overwhelmingly positive reviews. And then there's Mortal Kombat X. This is a great fighting game with a lot of gore and a lot of violence. The finishers are pretty amazing to watch, and there's a ton of characters, and it still looks fantastic. You can pick this up for $6.79. The new Mortal Kombat game is coming out soon, so that's why I have this one on the list, just because it is discounted. You can pick up Dead Space for $4.99. This is like my favorite horror game of all time. It's a sci-fi horror game where you basically go to a space station in distress, and it turns out there's like a zombie infection and everyone is turned into these mutant creatures. But it is very atmospheric and a fantastic game, especially just for $5. And most of these games on this list, you're getting like over 10 hours worth of content. Then there's Resident Evil 4, another horror game. These are completely out of order, so it's a lot of horror games at the beginning, but this is $4.99. This is my favorite Resident Evil game. I thought it was pretty amazing. I really enjoy the gameplay. The controls are pretty awful at first. If it's your first Resident Evil game, you're going to be like, what the hell is going on? But once you get into it, the controls actually make it feel a little bit more immersive. Every encounter is pretty terrifying, considering you can't just like instantly kill someone. You actually have to take time to aim and so forth. Let's keep going. I can get the Division for $7.49, or I think the one with the season pass is $13.49. And the only reason I have this on the list is just because the Division 2 is coming out early next year. So picking up the Division for $7.50 might be a good deal, especially if you've never played it or if you have friends to team up with, because you can play online and co-op. Up next, you can pick up Wolfenstein: The New Order for just $6.59, or you can pick up the 2-pack for $9.89, which includes the Old Blood and the New Order, so you're getting 2 games for just $10. This is a fantastic, over-the-top, action-packed first-person shooter. It is super fun if you're into first-person shooters and you're looking for more of a single-player campaign-type experience. Wolfenstein is definitely a good game to get. Wolfenstein 2 is out, but you would have to pay $20 for Wolfenstein 2, and then you'd also have to get the season pass, which is an extra like $6 or something, so you'd end up paying over $25 for Wolfenstein 2, when Wolfenstein: The New Order pretty much has the same type of graphics and the gameplay is just as fun. So sometimes it's just better to pick up the first game before you get these sequels, and just determine if you like the game or not. And then you can pick up Hitman. This is like the rebooted Hitman series. You can pick this up for $20, I believe. Hitman 2 I think is like $30 or $40, so you can save a little bit if you want to pick up the first Hitman game. And this is like an episodic type game, so you're getting like all the DLC as well whenever you purchase the full game, or you can just try out the first episodes for free. So recently Just Cause 4 came out, but I would definitely recommend picking up Just Cause 3. You can pick it up for just $4.49, or if you want all the DLC, you can pay $11 for it. And I absolutely loved Just Cause 3. It is a like over the top open world action adventure game. Super fun. You have these grappling hooks that you can use to slingshot yourself across the map. You have this little like wingsuit which you can use to glide around. If you get the DLC, you also get like a jetpack which you can use to essentially fly across the map and do all sorts of crazy things. The DLC is certainly worthwhile as well. There's some like expansions that give you quite a bit of content, at least like 5 hours worth of content. So Just Cause 3 is a fantastic game, and picking it up for just $4 is a great value. Moving on from that, the Far Cry series is on sale. I'm just mentioning this because if you pick up the older Far Cry games, they're actually quite cheap. So you can pick up Far Cry 3, which is my favorite, for just $8. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is just $6. Then there's the Metro Redux bundle. So Metro is a fantastic, I would guess you'd call it like a post-apocalyptic first-person shooter with a very atmospheric and single-player story-driven campaign. These are some fantastic games if you're looking for more of like a first-person shooter, but more of like with some more like survival elements and so forth. I really loved Metro Last Light. You can just pick it up for $5, or you can pick up Metro 2033, which was the game before, both of them together for just $7.48, which I would highly recommend. And the new Metro game is coming out early next year. I think that's a full price $60 release. So these are AAA games for sure, and certainly worthwhile. Some of my favorite first-person shooters. Continuing onward, the Assassin's Creed series is on sale. Of course, the older games have a heavier discount, but I just wanted to mention that Assassin's Creed 4, which a lot of people consider to be one of the best Assassin's Creed games because there's a bunch of naval combat, pirates, and so forth. You can pick it up for just $8, and I think that's a fantastic deal if you're looking for a good Assassin's Creed game. So moving forward, Watch Dogs is on sale. Some people may be surprised by this, but I actually really enjoyed the original Watch Dogs. I don't think enough people gave it a chance. I think if you pick it up for the price it's on sale at now, which is just $7.50, I think it's certainly a worthwhile experience, especially if you're into open world games like Grand Theft Auto. Watch Dogs is actually pretty fun. Also, Watch Dogs 2 is out, and you can pick up Watch Dogs 2 for like $15, I believe. I think there's a season pass as well. So Watch Dogs 2 Deluxe Edition is just $14, and then the Gold Edition is $20. So if you want the season pass, you can get the Gold Edition and get all the DLC that comes with Watch Dogs 2. And I guess it has better graphics and so forth. I haven't had a chance to check out Watch Dogs 2, but I did pick it up during the sale, and I'll be trying that out in the near future. And then some older games, Portal 2, of course. This is something I would recommend to everyone. You can pick it up for just $2. It's a fantastic game. There's a single player and there's a completely separate co-op campaign as well. So once you get done with the single player campaign, I'd highly recommend going back and picking up a friend and playing through the co-op campaign. It's a lot of fun and super enjoyable, especially if you're into puzzle games and so forth. Yeah, Portal is definitely one of the most well-known games on Steam. And then I also just wanted to mention Half-Life 2. Even today, I mean, I know the graphics are dated and so forth at this point, but I still think it's a really fun game, and it has some very interesting physics-based mechanics, and the world is just really, I would say it's pretty atmospheric, and I just love the story behind the game. You can pick up Half-Life 2 for just $2, or if you want the extra episodes as well, you can pick up the orange box for $3. So very, very cheap, and definitely something to consider whenever looking at sales and so forth. Then I wanted to mention the Mafia series is on sale. You can pick up Mafia 2 for $7.50 or Mafia 3 for $10, I believe. So great discounts there. Some more open world type games, sort of like Grand Theft Auto. If you're into Grand Theft Auto, you might try these games out. You might be pleasantly surprised. I really, really loved Mafia 2. Moving forward from that, Max Payne 3 is only $7. Another great game. Another fairly old game, but like I said before, the graphics do hold up on PC. Even years later, the games still look fantastic and the gameplay is still just as fun. And then we have South Park, The Stick of Truth. You can pick it up for $7.50 if you're into South Park games, or you can pick up the bundle. And I would actually recommend picking up this bundle because you can pick up the sequel, the Fractured But Whole, and the Stick of Truth for just $20. I think that's a pretty good value. But if you're just looking to save some money, I would definitely recommend trying out the original game because that was a really fun experience. Final Fantasy series is on sale. If you are new to JRPGs or to Final Fantasy and you're looking to pick one up, I would recommend picking up Final Fantasy XIII. It's on sale for just $8, which is a fantastic value considering every Final Fantasy game has over 40 40 hours worth of content. Final Fantasy XIII has some amazing graphics, a little bit faster paced combat system, a beautiful soundtrack. It's a little bit more casual and relaxing compared to the other games. The previous games are a little bit more challenging, but they're more turn-based traditional JRPGs like Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VII, which are some of the more well-known ones, or Final Fantasy IX. But I would definitely recommend playing through 13 first if you are brand new to the Final Fantasy series, or just picking up Final Fantasy 15, but it's a little bit more pricey at $25. Moving on from that, you can pick up Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin for just $10, which is a great value. And then we have the Total War series. I wanted to put this on there because there's a lot of Total War games, and a lot of people out there probably have no idea what to get. Most of the games are very similar to one another. They just take place in different time frames. I'm actually a big fan of the older games. My favorite one is Medieval Total War, which is just $2.50. There's also Medieval Total War 2. Somewhere on here, the definitive edition is just $6.24. So I'd recommend those ones, but you can just go through them and see which time period you enjoy most. They tend to have some pretty good graphics, and the gameplay is pretty good for a grand strategy game. Also, the newer games like Total War Warhammer is just $15, which is certainly worthwhile if you're looking for a more fantasy type approach. Moving on from that, we have Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. This is on sale for $10 for the Game of the Year edition, or you can pick up the newer game Shadow of War for just $15, I think. Shadow of War is on sale for a discount of $12.50, or you can get the definitive edition, which comes with all the DLC, for just $18. So yeah, I would recommend both of those games. Actually, there are some great Lord of the Rings type stealth open world action. Don't worry, I'm slowly but surely getting through this list. Next up is Borderlands. Borderlands 2 is on sale for just $5. This is a fantastic co-op multiplayer first-person shooter. I would definitely recommend getting some buddies together who haven't played the game before and trying it out. There's a lot of content. You can pick up the 4-pack for just $15 if you want to save a little bit and play with some friends, or you can scroll down and you can get the Handsome Collection for just $15, which includes Borderlands 2, all the DLC, all the expansions, and it also includes Borderlands the pre-sequel, and I think it includes all the expansions to the pre-sequel as well, which is my favorite game of the Borderlands series. I love the pre-sequel. But you can pick up everything for just $15, which is a fantastic deal, and I would definitely recommend everyone try this one out because Borderlands is a great series. And then there's the GTA series. GTA 5 is on sale for $15, but my favorite GTA game is Grand Theft Auto 4, which you can pick up for $6.99. You can also pick up the expansions with the game for just $8.99, which I would recommend considering the expansions do add a lot of content. I just really love the story behind GTA 4 and the characters. You play as a guy who moved from Eastern Europe to New York. You're basically an immigrant starting out fresh with absolutely nothing, and you work your way up from the bottom to the top, and you go through all sorts of craziness. But one thing I love about GTA 4 is the single player campaign is actually super long. You're getting like 40 to 50 hours worth of content, and I just thought it was a super fun experience, especially if you're looking for more of a single player type campaign. So yeah, GTA always good. So moving on, you can pick up Dishonored for just $2.50. Dishonored is a AAA game made by Arcane Studios, the same people who made the Batman series, and it's published by Bethesda. But this is a first-person stealth action game. There's a couple other games in the Dishonored series, but I just want to mention this one because for $2.49, this is like a must-have, and it's like a no-brainer. You might as well buy it. Moving on from there, Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is another fantastic stealth action RPG, is $2.99. I really loved Deus Ex Human Revolution. You can also pick up the newer game, Mankind Divided. Let me just check that real quick. Mankind Divided. You can pick up the newer game for $4.49. This game didn't do too well. It came out just 2 years ago, and it's already discounted to a very heavy degree. Only $4 is pretty crazy. But yeah, I haven't tried this one out. People tend not to like it as much as the previous one, so I'm not really sure. But for $4, I mean, that's a very low cost. I'm sure there's something to enjoy there. Moving on, you can pick up the Bioshock games for $5 each, and you can pick up the bundle, which includes Bioshock Infinite, along with the season pass for $15. So you get Bioshock 1 remastered, Bioshock 2 remastered, and Bioshock Infinite, along with the season pass for just $15. That's a fantastic deal, especially for Bioshock Infinite. I love that game. So a couple more games left. The Witcher 2 is on sale for just $2.99. Although, honestly, I would just recommend picking up The Witcher 3. You can pick up The Witcher 3 along with all the DLC for just $20. And that's no-brainer as well. Might as well buy it. I know $20 is kind of hefty, but trust me, The Witcher 3 has a lot of content. The graphics are beautiful. The gameplay is amazing. And yeah, it's worthwhile. A lot of people give The Witcher 3 a lot of praise. And then Sniper Elite. Sniper Elite series is on sale. Sniper Elite 3 is only $5.99. I made a Let's Play of this game on my channel not too long ago, and I really had a good time. If you're looking for a stealth sniper game, Sniper Elite 3 is actually pretty fun, and there's some really interesting like bullet time mechanics that you can actually see the bullet like go through their bones and through their organs and so forth, which is kind of neat to see. And then we have the Batman series. You can pick up all the Batman games for $5 each. I think this is the collection. It's missing one though, which is quite strange. There's also Batman Origins, which is on sale for $5 as well, which is not in the collection. So yeah, you can pick up each Batman game for $5, and each one has like 10 hours worth of content. The combat's really fun, a lot of melee combat. And yeah, nothing bad to be said about the Batman series. They really did a great job working on Batman. And moving on, the last one I just want to mention, Fallout 3 is on sale for $2.49. Fallout New Vegas is like $3, and then Fallout 4 is like $15. The Fallout series is amazing, so I'm pretty sure most people have played through Fallout 4. I just want to mention Fallout 3 because it's pretty cheap, $2.49. You might want to try it out at some point. So that's pretty much all the deals I had for this video. Older games are really good too. It's not always just about the newest, hottest releases. The games still look fantastic and they still play super well. And sometimes you might consider just buying an older game and trying that out, because sometimes they're better than the new $60 AAA releases. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let me know what you guys got during the winter sale. I'll probably make one more of these videos before the end of the sale. Just mention a couple other like gems that I found hidden within. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.